In for a treat. We've got an interview for you this morning. The Skyway Library hosting a movie series for Black History Month. So joining me this morning, Maggie Block, who's the Teen Services Librarian, just to tell us a little bit more. So I'm excited about this because you're doing a spotlight on Ryan Coogler, I understand. If you guys don't know, he happens to be the mastermind, the director behind Black Panther and Creed and Fruitvale Station. So why this spotlight in particular?
Yeah, so I really love Ryan Coogler. I think he is one of the defining filmmakers of our time, and lots of people love his movies. They love Creed, they love Black Panther, but they don't realize that he is the writer and director behind them. So I really wanted to do this film series because I wanted to look at his career, look at his evolution as an artist, and also so I and the Skyway community could learn more about him.
That is incredible. So tell me more, why do you feel like these movies are so important, and the kind of overall importance of just using movies to teach? I know you work with teens a lot. Do you feel like that's effective?
Yeah, absolutely. So I also want to mention that we are going to be screening, we're also going to be screening this movie, The Hate U Give, which is based on the YA book by the same title that's by Angie Thomas. And I wanted to do all of these movies because they really celebrate Black excellence. I think, you know, if you look at Ryan Coogler's work, I think he does such an amazing job of highlighting Black people and Black culture. He took Creed, he took the Rocky franchise and completely revitalized it with Creed by imagining what the life of Apollo Creed's son would be like. I think one of the reasons that Wakanda has become so iconic since Black Panther is because Ryan Coogler showed us this incredible Afrofuturist world that many of us had never even imagined before. And while The Hate U Give has very different themes, it definitely deals a lot more with a darker side, with brutality and trauma that it oftentimes faces the Black community. It was the launching pad for Angie Thomas, who I think will prove to be one of the greatest young adult writers of our time. And all of our movies are going to be followed by a film discussion, but I'm actually particularly excited about the Hate U Give conversation. It's going to be moderated by Empowerment, which is a group of Black and brown girls from SeaTac. And so they read the book together, they discussed it with each other. We're actually bringing them back. I already had them do a film discussion for The Hate U Give when it came out in theaters. And they just do an amazing job of talking about all the amazing things that are brought out in this film, whether it's from the truly dark themes of police brutality, to the complications of code switching, to finding your community and getting support from your family. So I think these movies are important for working with young people because they allow you to be able to talk about these important issues, but not have to talk about maybe yourself, which feels so much more vulnerable. Instead, you're talking about these characters, and instead of talking about what's happening in your community, you're talking about the plot lines that are happening in these movies.
Such a great resource. That's incredible. So this isn't the first year that you guys have done this. Tell me, what have you like spotlighted other directors in the past, or how have you done this before?
Yeah, so we've done, we partner with Skyway Outdoor Cinema, which is a great film series that happens every August, right across the street from us. And so we, you know, a lot of times we focus on blockbusters, but we have a ton of fun focusing on lots of different films. We've done series that focus on other folks that haven't been seen that frequently in movies. We've done highlights on books that have been turned into movies. But I really am hoping that this can kind of be the beginning of our Black cinema series. There have been a lot of incredible movies that have come out in the past couple of years. Yeah, so I'm really excited about using this as a platform for the Skyway community to be able to talk about themes and ideas and creations of Black artists.
Yeah, and letting them know that it's out there, and like you said, this is just kind of, it feels like a new generation when it comes to movies because they're prominent, they're in the theater, and you have choices now. It's not just one Black film that you get to choose from a year. It's like, wait a minute, there are a few in the theaters at a time, and that is such a great feeling, you know, as a Black person. So thank you for putting a spotlight on this. I think it's absolutely incredible, and hopefully we'll see some wins from these Black movies at the Oscars tomorrow.
I agree. Black Panther's up for an Academy.
Wouldn't that be incredible?
Yes, yes it would.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and good luck with this series and The Hate U Give. That sounds like it's going to be an incredible forum. What date is that?
Yeah, so that is going to be taking place on Thursday, February 28th, and we're going to be doing it for our after-school crowd at 3 p.m., but the discussion is going to happen at 5.
Perfect. All right, we've marked our calendars. Mark yours. Thanks for being here. Let's check in with Tim Joyce now.